So guys, I'm back from a Japan trip. But this is not gonna be about Japan, guys. This is actually gonna be about Adobe. So while I was away, I guess something big happened with Adobe's updated terms of service. And this pretty much does affect me too, because I use Adobe a lot in their products. And when I looked into it, it's not that great. But wait, guys, there will be a Japan video soon, what I experienced there. So keep a look out for that with exclusive artwork there. But let's begin the video. So here it is, the tweet that kind of pretty much started it all, or one of them actually, because you know it probably went a little bit crazy over it at X, Twitter, what you want to call it. Anyways, it says Adobe found itself under fire for its recent spyware as terms of service update, which forces Photoshop and Substance 3D users to provide the company unlimited access to their products. This right here, that's the tip of the iceberg. If you click on the link, is pretty much an article. So here it is right here. What like the big part that everybody's kind of like freaking out about, I guess you could say. To clarify that we may have access to your content through both automated and manual methods, such as for content review. So pretty much it is what you expect from it. Really, is they need to review content within their programs because they don't want their people to use it for illegal things, illegal purposes, weird things. You know, you get the idea. So me personally, I do understand that in that aspect, because again, if you create a program, you don't want, or create a product, you don't want people to use it in a very bad way, in a very disgusting way, and you get the idea. So I do understand that. I do understand that pretty much. So I found this article within the tweet, and it actually breaks down a lot of everything pretty much. And so we actually got someone that actually works for Adobe that kind of give his opinion about this kind of thing, which is Jeremiah. He is a product director for Substance 3D ecosystem. I read that all over the place, but I'm sorry about that. Anyways, pretty much he said we are not accessing or reading Substance users' projects in any way, shape, or form, nor we are planning or have any means to do it. In the first place, I failed to see the point of doing so, and every serious company in the industry would drop us immediately if that was the case. Pretty much he's saying, I don't see this really happening, because why will we do this and risk our reputation and our trust on people using our products? AKA especially big companies, like say Marvel uses it. Technically, like if Marvel creates something with it within their program, Adobe could technically take Marvel's product or content and use it for themselves, and you know, license it for themselves. What company wants to like trust? No company wants to do that. Everyone's like, no, we created this, like you cannot sell it. Like if we're not giving permission, that's not okay. So that's what I'm saying. Like that doesn't make sense. Why would we risk the trust of big companies for this kind of thing, and also the artists as well? Because this is the part right here that is kind of weird, right? Hold up. So here, when you scroll down and actually read the whole 2.2 instead of the little paragraph that people have been reading on pretty much Twitter and stuff. And so here it is right here: our access to your content. We may access and view and listen to your content defined in 4.1 throughout both automated and manual methods, but only limited ways, only as permitted by law. For example, in order to provide a service and software, we may need to access and view and listen to your content, respond to feedback or support requests, detect, prevent, otherwise address fraud, security, legal, or technical issues, etc. Pretty much like also like cloud and all that, right? So yeah, so pretty much Adobe does have access to our products and anything we create within the programs, which I am not surprised about that. I kind of already knew that already. So like, because again, I do understand they got to relegate it in some way. Like I said, they got to prevent from people making illegal stuff, so they have to technically spy on us in a way for people not to do any illegal stuff within their products. That I think that's like the biggest thing that I'm like, okay, I kind of understand what you're saying, you know. But it says right here, furthermore, the controversy drew the community's attention to the section of 4.2 in Adobe's terms of service, which explicitly states that users grant the company a royalty-free and licensable license to use and reproduce, publicly display, distribute, modify, and create derivative works based on publicly perform and translate their creation as sections some found outright insulting. So this is the one right here that people are like, huh? You know what I mean? So it says right here, solely of the purpose of operating or improving our service and software, you grant us non-exclusive and worldwide royalty-free sub-licensing license to use, reproduce, publicly display, distribute, modify, and pretty much read all that already. But yeah, it says content to our service providers or other users to allow a service and software operator intended. It's enabling you to share photos with others separately from like that kind of thing. So that's the part where people are like, wait, hold on, wait a minute. Wait, okay. So we kind of understand the whole spy thing, right? Like, like gotta regulate your product somehow, right? But you're telling me now anything I create, you pretty much own it. Like not own it, but like you guys could actually just use it and sell it if you guys want to, and you have no legal right to stop you. Like if to like stop you making a product or using it as a marketing tool, as a marketing thing to like promote your other products. Are you telling me that's the case? That's the part people are like, okay, nah, bruh. Nah. Here's the thing, guys. It gets even weirder. We go a little bit down into the article. It says, to add insult to injury, it also discovered that removing Photoshop from a computer via Adobe uninstaller is impossible without first agreeing to those terms of service. Also hilarious that I can't even get a hold of your support chat to question this usually or agree to terms beforehand. I can't even uninstall Photoshop unless I agree to these terms. Are you effing kidding me? So, so you can't even install it until you agree with the terms of service. So everything you have, everything that you created, because there's always backups on everything in service, right? They could pretty much say, hey, we got you, man. You gotta agree to it before you install it. We may not own all your new stuff, or we own all the stuff you've been creating it for years, months, whatever. Like you can't get out of it pretty much fully unless you're like, all right, just screw it. I'm just clicking this right here. It's just I don't understand with this whole thing, but a lot of people are saying that it like a lot of people are using this product or like this new term service, like Adobe wants to use it to train AI. If you guys don't know, AI is already being used in Photoshop for a while now, right? I mean, there's literally AI Illustrator, so it says AI. Uh, but even when you go to Photoshop, like I'll show you guys right here. I'll go back to the website. We go to this one right here, real quick. Go open this. I just opened one of my projects right here. If you go to the help tab, which let me go over here. Let me I remember I cut this part. My bad, guys. There we go. So when you guys go to the help tab right here, it will actually give you guys a article or the terms of service of generative AI. So if you go over here, you open this, it says literally Adobe AI generated guidelines. These are AI user guidelines pretty much. So it's like no AI or ML training. So you cannot use Adobe products to train AI. So you cannot do that. So I don't know about Adobe, but for people, they cannot do that. You cannot use it for any AI product or any AI training for any of your products. Like Adobe is off limits. That's pretty much what they're saying. And also like to be respectful is like don't use for any illegal things. um but yeah, right here it says your prompts and the results of generated by generative AI features in Creative Cloud products may be reviewed through our automated and manual methods for abuse prevention and content filtering purposes. Which I understand that. I get that because it literally says like illegal activities or goods, promotion or proliferation of threats of violence, like pretty much all like a lot of like illegal stuff that could be very bad for like for anybody really, right? Pretty much it says be authentic. We disable accounts that engage on behavior deceptive or harmful, including using fake, misleading, inaccurate information for your profile. Like photoshopping fake things. Like how like a lot of like there's AI stuff that people create, like Trump getting arrested or running from the FBI, even though he got convicted recently. But I'm just saying, like they use that photo, and it's like, yeah, you cannot do that with Adobe. That's illegal to do. You can do that with other AI stuff, but not with Adobe products. No professional advice, no user judgment, content credentials. May attach or publish content credentials for content created with generative AI features to let people know it was generated with AI. So yeah, in general, you may use the output or generate features commercial. However, Adobe designate in the product or elsewhere the beta version of a generated AI feature cannot be used commercially. Then the generated outputs for the beta feature are for the personal use only. It cannot be used commercially. So pretty much, you cannot use any AI for commercial use. So there's already this in the terms of service of what people cannot do with this Adobe product or Adobe programs. But that doesn't mean that, like in their case, though, to save their behind, to save like not go any illegal trouble, they could use it. That's how pretty much it works. Like we want to keep ours safe, but for you guys not allowed to do it. But if you feel like doing it, we'll do it. So with all this coming out, people are pretty much are saying they're just gonna become pirates. I'll just leave it at that. Like they're just gonna become pirates to get a lot of these products because they, like I said, they used to release these products full in, and I believe there are even some like crack of the Adobe products already out there that was like in recent time. What I read and what I found is that I don't blame people if this is what they want to do. It's because like they don't like, okay, so because what I read is pretty much if people use a crack Adobe product, you could turn off the internet where they have like no access. The program will have no access to the internet. Technically, where Adobe will have no access to your content, and I can see why that could actually be something that Adobe will, people will love to do, or like they have no choice to do it because that's a program they're very used to only using. Even though there's a lot of alternatives to use, besides Adobe, but mostly a lot of people grew up using Adobe because it was the product for artists to use, even for myself, or to learn a new product. It's gonna take some time, a couple months, which a lot of people don't have that time to learn a new program. So by reading a lot of more tweets, just to like end this kind of video, is I found this tweet that is giving people alternatives for like Adobe pretty much. If anyone was interested, I'll put the link in the description below. So if you guys are like, you know what, I don't want to use Photoshop anymore, which I completely understand. But I'm just saying it's not a choice for a lot of people, or it's gonna take a lot, like a slow progress, for people to change to another product. It is a different product at the end of the day, a program that it's gonna be like, I need some time to learn how to use this, right? But anyways, here are alternatives for Photoshop, like GIMP, Hosea, Paint.net, Pixar, Affinity Photo, Photoline, Acorn, which is like somewhere Mac and Windows. For painting, it's Krita, My Paint. I know about Krita, guys. It's not that bad. Pay 2 Art Rage in Infinite Studios. That's just like for some like Android stuff and phone. And then Pixar Astrite is one of the best ones to use for pixel art, guys. I do recommend Astrite. I will say that I used it before and it's really cool program. The same thing with Illustrator is like my biggest kind of like program that I use mostly of everything that I make. But here are other terms that I never heard, except for Cold Draw. I heard about that one, but other than that, I never heard of any of these because it said I'm Adobe loser brain. So, like I said, if you guys are thinking about getting into like these type of programs and drawing and stuff digitally too, as obviously, here will be a lot of alternatives for you guys to use. OpenTooth is one of the things I did use for animation. By the way, I never really used animation through what do you call it, through Adobe. Clip Studio Paint is also a good alternative too, as well as for Photoshop, Illustrator, and uh animations. So I don't know why they didn't put in any of these here. But anyways, yeah. So if you guys want to get all of these lists, like I said, I'll put them in the description below for you guys to read it about it. But yeah, let me know. I keep forgetting which files which things which. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about all of this. Are you guys gonna continue using Adobe? Do you guys think people are taking out of proportion, or is this just like legal talk for them to protect themselves? To say, hey guys, just in case we do have license to use your content and product, whatever you create, to just saying that for just in case, so they don't get sued for anything in the future, to protect themselves. Because again, we read their Adobe generative AI guidelines too as well. Because I know people are saying that people will do this whole thing is like to train AI, which that's against their AI guidelines. But again, that's for the people and not maybe fully for Adobe. So that it is there up to you guys. Let me know what you guys think as an artist or people want to get into art, or maybe not even artists in general. What do you guys think this in general? Because again, this has not been something new. This has happened before, or there's been something like this in the past. Like for example, Instagram. You guys didn't know, anything you post on Instagram, they technically own it in a way. Instagram can't give away or sell your content. Instagram can sub license your content. This means they can could license a user's photograph or video to any third party for free without seeking permission, given any notice offering payment of the user announced since 2018. I don't know if they have updated it yet. But yeah, Instagram claims that it doesn't take ownership of users' content. Users retain ownership of their photos and videos, but that doesn't mean but they could just still use it. You know what I mean? So, like I said, Instagram has this problem too as well. It was a big thing back in the day. I think, and then people eventually moved on, forgot all about it. So, like I said, this is like a thing that I guess people have been fighting about for a while now in general. So I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't know. I have to think about my options, what I'm gonna do with my content and my art, and like where I'm gonna post and stuff, because it kind of feels weird. Like, oh yeah, they do own your stuff, like that kind of thing. Technically, like realistically, are they really gonna use it? No. But if you're a bigger artist and a big company, do they really want to have that over their heads? Like, thankfully, they could use our stuff. I don't think so. So it is what it is, guys. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit the like, subscribe. It's been a doozy, but keep a lookout for the Japan video. More stuff coming out, guys. And check out the recent art combat video. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, everybody. Peace out.